Excellent. Freshly cleared memory. Oh, I hope it doesn't steam up the camera. Try and keep that from happening. I'm sifting my mud. The mud I just sifted was already been sifted once. This mud here is fresh out from out by Tad's house where they putting in the new subdivision where there used to be a farm. Isn't that neat? Boy, we could make this land worth something if we build some houses on it. Cut down these stupid trees. But anyway, they dug up the road and this was all fresh dirt from out the bottom there. So I got me a bucket full. It's water I left on all night, and it is. I should have brought the temperature gun out too. I didn't think about it. It's got to be pushing 165, 770 degrees. It's hot and crap. I can't put my hand in it. Hopefully by the time I sift some mud through, it will have cooled off enough to get in. Now, there ought not be any dog turds in there. This came from 8 feet underground, up where the trees had been uprooted, so I'm assuming there's no fecal matter in here. No fecal matter in the dirt. We thought about adding fecal matter, but realized that it wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. So we refrained from adding the fecal matter to the material, although I can't rule out the benefits of fecal matter. I've heard that in India, the part of the sacred order of the cow is to actually soak in and make fires with and eat the cow dung. Now, I'm not quite on that level yet, but who knows? Maybe I'll be eating some cow patties before we're done here. There's no human patties. No offense, Patty. Okay, moving right along. My first mud baths I had back in 2016, it would be, in the clawfoot tub out at Dan's with well water and clay-rich mud taken right from the motocross track. There's a lot of clay in that. Okay, so I took 3 mud baths in it. I've said this in other videos about mud baths, but these videos don't really get a whole lot of traction around, so, you know, maybe if one of them gets more than the other, I should have mentioned it in all of them. But anyway, so I did my mud bath, right? And it was like this, so hot I could not get in it. I had to eke my way into it super slowly. And so I managed to get in, though, and I had soaked for like 3 or 4 hours the first time, and then probably 3 or 4 hours the second time, and then at least a couple hours the third time. So over the course of 1 week, I heated the mud up, and I did 3 mud baths in it, and then it cooled down, and it was a few days, and I go out to the garage, and I looked into the tub, and there was an oil slick on the surface. Like, the tub is, you know, comparable in size to this one, really. It was a little longer, but the oil slick was 2.5, 3 feet long, about that wide, maybe 2 feet long, and bowed, and it bowed up off of the surface. When everything was cool, the oil all condensed together, and it was a purple color. It looked like that purple motor oil. And I wasn't oily and dirty. The dirt that went in there didn't have any oil in it. You know, that didn't appear until after the third bath I'd had in it. And mind you, piping hot too. I mean, just so hot it was burning me getting into it. But I just eked in real slowly because I thought, well, I'm gonna die here pretty soon. So what have I got to lose? As long as I don't, you know, fry my skin. Yeah. So that oil slick came out of my skin, is, you know, what I'm trying to say. And, you know, you're not supposed to have purple fucking oil under your skin, I don't think. You know, that doesn't seem logical to me, especially if it's gonna soak right out. And I felt so good after those 3 baths that I felt like I was cured. Like, oh, like nothing wrong with me. I can open my shop again. I can work on things. I can, you know, balance and tie my shoes and all that good stuff. But that didn't last continuously. I just started to creep back in again, and then, you know, and then I didn't take mud baths for a while, but I probably should have. That must not be clay. I wonder if you can even see through these things. It doesn't look foggy to my lenses, so hopefully it's still going. I guess that's all I really was going to show in this right now is, you know, how I'm having to do the mud right now, sift it down some, and talk about the oil slick and and that sort of stuff. So yeah, so I'll just end it for now and be back again. If I can figure out my video editing software, I'll put this all together into one video. If not, then they'll be separate ones, and that's the way it is.